Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh,
I did it,
yeah.
man. I figured it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Indubitably. And small pause. Uh, but all right, everybody, thank you for tuning into They Came from the Underground. We hope you're having a sexy Christmas Eve, and we wish you and your family a happy one.
Oh, yeah.
we, we're just we're
all that present opening.
Oh God, Cooper, put your pants on.
Oh, man. What's under this wrapping paper?
Is it what I was asking Santa for this Christmas?
It's a suitcase.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
Is there anything in the suitcase? Because I don't really go many places.
Just all that space for all the clothes that you're gonna pack in that suitcase.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Are you trying to lead into me going somewhere?
There's like 3 zippers.
Okay.
One, oh man.
I don't like an even amount of zippers, so that works.
You're gonna be able to put at least 2 pants inside the suitcase, and then you're gonna at least I don't know.
What's like the max number of pants? I need to know how many different outfits I can make.
Well, the problem is about pants is people have different legs, and like maybe like a toddler pants you could put like 50 of those.
Oh wow, that's a lot of pants.
Maybe if
is that like 70 legs?
Yeah. Have you
Give or take?
Yeah, I love kids with more than one leg. I think that's really nice for.
I prefer them over one-legged kids.
Yeah, I prefer them at least 2 legs. Sometimes 3.
I don't want to freak.
I don't need 5 legs on a toddler. That's just like
it's overkill.
That's just showing off. Like, come on, man. Like, we get it. You can walk. Right. You can walk a lot faster than us.
But it looks weird as hell. It's like they're all going in different directions just to try to move around each other.
And then one leg is 90 degrees, and the other leg is
always
80.
pointing back at you.
Yeah, so it's like I'm trying to walk forward, meanwhile I'm slanting to the left.
It's guys. There's a natural heroin lean to having that many legs.
It's a nice slow arch.
It comes in handy in a lot of erotic encounters.
Oh wow! Oh, back to the sexy Christmas time.
Because
getting that stocking. Oh, what's in there? Some wool socks and a gift card to Eddie Bauer.
I'm gonna need a wool sock after I finish coming down the chimney this year.
Oh, you're gonna get all lubed up just to slide through that chimney.
Oh, you know it. I got the old chimney sweep coming by to help out this lonely man on a Christmas Eve.
Oh boy, I'm gonna hire a chimney company to get that chimney all nice and clean, because I don't like my Santa Claus all dirty, like a dirty person, like one of those people that has dirt all over them.
Yeah, which comes naturally from all the soot from the chimneys.
Yeah, exactly.
People don't like to clean their chimneys very well.
That's why I invested. Yeah. That's why I asked for that chimney company to clean that chimney, because that's the whole purpose of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got to keep the ashes out of the milk. Last year Santa didn't touch the milk and cookies because there were too many chimney ashes in them. He just kicked up a cloud of fucking dust coming into the chimney.
Yeah.
Because we don't fucking clean it.
Yeah.
And so there was dust on everything else, but we were just mostly offended that he didn't eat the snacks we left for him.
Yeah, I'm not on the naughty list, but I am on the dirty list.
I'm on the very naughty list.
Chestnuts roasting.
You make my chestnuts feel like they're roasting on an open fire.
All right. Well,
Oh God, Cooper Patterson, thanks for being here, man.
welcome to be back. I'm the first person to come back. Am I?
Yeah, definitely. Then this is and what's funny is this is all gonna be part of like the same thing, but
Yeah. Exactly.
so it's like a comeback, but 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 it is to get this.
Two podcasts for the
but-
price of one.
But but I figured I'd do a special guest intro with the guest for the rest of the podcast since I haven't done that yet. It's going to be a special episode. Well, I guess for the listener, it is a special episode, but this is recorded previously in order for me to then edit it and get it ready for you sexy motherfuckers out there.
Or all you average looking people.
Yeah, you too. You're we still appreciate you listening as well.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah. Like, no, don't change. Don't change. You don't have to change for anybody. Just, but if you are, if you have a bump on your face, you might want to get that removed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I love you for who you are, but you need to, you need to work on you. You need to put some, you got some bald spots. You need to patch up. Maybe get a, maybe hunt a squirrel and, kill it and then, skin it and then, maybe get some hair transplant from the squirrel. And even though like I understand, like your hair's all gray and then just that one random brown spot of squirrel hair, it doesn't even, like, the texture is not even the same. Like you have curly hair and it's all like straight and short. It just doesn't make sense. But
I think it kind of sounds like you're talking about someone specific. Have we gotten real here?
what?
Yeah, you sound like you're describing a very specific person. Are you talking about someone specific? Did someone actually put squirrel hair on their head?
Well, I thought I wasn't going to be intimidated. I thought this was just kind of more of like a fun kind of situation. I thought this was just like a, we're just riffing and kind of just...
I'm trying to get scoops here, Cooper.
All right. Well,
I'm trying to get a Cooper scoop.
I had a...
I'm trying to be the first official Cooper scooper.
Oh boy, get ready to scoop a raisin out of this.
All I'm finding is kernels of corn and of lies. Corn kernels of lies.
All right.
Corn cob of a story you got going on.
There was a guy named Ka, and he was a nice person. Deep down, he was an angel, but outside, he was a troll. He lived under a bridge.
So by definition.
Yeah, he had just gray natted hair. It was like not. It was like somehow his hair makes white people with dreadlocks look sophisticated. There's another phase in the whole.
Now that takes a lot.
Yeah. And I remember I just saw him and I was like, dude, you need to, it was weird. He had a C bald spot on the top of his head. It was a C. I don't know how that happens, but that's how it looked.
The real common male pattern baldness.
Yeah, and it was like usually if you have a bald spot, you kind of trim your hair, kind of make it short, kind of hide the fact that you have a C bald on you.
Yeah.
No, but he grew it out, so it I don't know, it was kind of weird.
Maybe he was doing it for Christmas time. It means Christmas. It was in the shape of a C, you say?
Well, he's Jewish, so it's kind of
ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
maybe
so
that was his goal.
Anyway, I saw him and I saw him like I come by once a week and give him some newspapers so he can have something to sleep on. And he can't read. He doesn't read. He just he just needs some fabric to cover him while the nighttime comes.
Right.
And
exactly.
And I just told him, hey man, you look like you look terrible. You really need, like, seriously, that bald. You need to put. There's a thing called hair transplant. You could literally just, get a hair transplant and you could fix that C up and it doesn't become a C.
You can make it an O.
Like an O bald spot or just like an O.
Well, you can complete the circle. Bring it together.
You know what?
Unity.
You know, I wish I would have thought of that when I was talking to him, but it's too late now. Because right after that, he was like, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna get fixed. You know, and I thought that was like, oh, he's gonna, he's gonna get a job. He's gonna get a haircut. He's gonna, turn his life around. But what he did, he he ran to a squirrel, all fours. I never thought, I did not see that. And like, he has an artificial hip, and I was surprised that he was able to move like that. And he ran and he just chased down the squirrel. He bit his neck off, and next thing you know, he is getting the thing. He threw the meat away. Like, I thought he was just trying to get some lunch or something, but
God.
no, he's a vegetarian. So he and so he just started eating. And then all of a sudden, I don't think he understood what hair transplant really means, but what he did was he pulled the hair off the squirrel and then just jammed it into his head, and like his head, now he has a bloody C with random parts of squirrel hair, and I will say,
did he attach the tail to the back like a rat, like the rat tail hairstyle, but instead of a rat tail, it's a squirrel tail?
How did you know that? That was amazing. Yeah, like I wouldn't. Oh, jeez. And for some reason, he kept one of the teeth from the squirrel.
Only one.
Yeah, just one.
As like a trophy.
Not much of a trophy. It's more like
You wear it on
like a
necklace,
toothpick type of thing. Like a.
He had to put it on the end of a toothpick to make it useful.
Yeah, and and I told him, dude, that squirrel, like, I don't know, like, squirrels don't brush their teeth, so I don't think that's gonna be helping you. And then he just, and then I will never forget what he said right after that. He was like, "Get off my bridge! Get off my bridge! The billy goat clubs are coming my way. I need to scare them."
Fucking forgot about the troll shit for a second. God damn
it. And yeah, so now he's back under the bridge, scaring all the billy goats, and
Billy goats be warned.
Yeah,
this goes out to the billy goat community. We have had a very severe troll problem. They've tried putting up signs, but a sign can only do so much. We realize the goats in general can't read. So that creates some dilemmas, but we're trying to learn goat language, try to communicate with them, and forewarn them of trolls, because most trolls like to settle on billy goat migratory paths. Yeah. Anyway, back to
I had to get 3 different translators just to communicate with the goat.
Jesus.
Yeah, like I had to speak. So I spoke English to one person,
right,
and then that person translated it from English to goat sign language, and that person translated the goat, because I don't know why, but she's very fluent in goat sign language, but not goat language itself, so we had to get another translator. She
can't quite access the right place in her throat vocally.
Who's fluent in both goat and goat sign language. So it was, oh man, it took like 18 minutes just to ask the goat if he wanted a cup of coffee. It was just ridiculous.
just breaking the ice with one of these things. It requires a team.
Yeah, I was like, do you want me to break the ice? Like, do you want me to break the ice tray and put some ice, turn that hot coffee into an iced coffee, or what? And it took like 20 minutes, and then finally I realized, he only drank water, and he's dead now.
He's dead now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad. I was starting to really love the goat from this story.
It was alright. I mean,
man, it's Marley and Me all over again.
More like
for those of you who don't know, spoiler alert, the dog dies.
It's not Marley and Me. It's more like a goat and me and 3 other translators.
A goat and me. And
that's just there just to communicate.
You and me and 3 Duprees.
I love you, goat. Sign language, because you can't do sign language on a podcast.
You had me at bad.
Yeah, and
And now a word from our sponsors, Mr. Pizza. It's not mind control, it's pizza.
This episode is brought to you by Mr. Pizza, a delicious pizzeria that serves all Italian cuisine from calzone to garlic bread and other things, and they're a great pizza place. Yeah.
All right, in the studio today we have Mr. Pizza himself and your host, Jordan Clemens. Welcome, Mr. Pizza! All right, how we doing, Mr. Pizza? Thanks for coming today.
Hi, I'm great. I'm so excited, and I can't wait to be giving out pizza to everyone on the planet.
Wow, everyone on the planet, you say? That's a pretty big feat to accomplish.
Oh, it's a lot easier when you intimidate the customers. It's really a lot easier.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
I don't think many other pizza owners have tried that strategy.
Oh, it's working. It's
Is
working very well.
Well, that's really great. That's
Yeah.
really great to hear. I guess more businesses need to pick up on that sort of factor.
Yeah.
How's it going at this time of year trying to compete with Santa? He also delivers things all over the world. Gives well, okay, I shouldn't say all over the world. He selects special girls and boys.
Well,
He doesn't hit everyone. He doesn't like Africa much.
Well, it's a struggle right now because right now people, they're not buying pizza. They're not interested in pizza right now. They're interested in toys and gadgets and clothes and kind of like a family communion. Like they want to get together with their family, and I'm like, well, how about let's get together with your family, but with the pizza. But for some reason, pizza is not much of a Christmas time dinner. Most people during Christmas, they get like a ham or a turkey or like
I've heard some weirdos even get a chicken.
Yeah, and I don't condone that at all. I find that repulsive. I think.
Yes, very.
Yeah,
I agree with you. Yes, I mean, at the most, I put the chicken. Excuse me, I put the chicken on my pizza. Just have that as the center course. It's
yes.
Just barbecue chicken pizza. Then we have breadsticks.
Yeah, like I don't mind you eating all these animals. I just want you to put that animal on a nice dough with some juicy marinara sauce, some mozzarella cheese, and your choice of meat: veal, chicken, goat, lamb.
Goat, you say?
Shark, whale.
Oh wow. Now, isn't whale illegal?
I'm not PETA. I'm not that.
Right.
Yeah, but.
Right. Yeah.
But.
You don't kill the animals, is what you're saying.
Well, sometimes they wash up the shore, and they're just there.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I can see that. If you're the first one there.
Yeah.
No one else has come to claim the whale. Yeah. You just go grab it. Like, hey, it's dead anyway.
Well. I mean, they were.
Well, it was dead about an hour after we.
Well, I mean, the whale was.
Restaurant.
I think the whale was kind of screaming as I was kind of opening his gut with, but they've been polluting the ocean with all their feces and urine and all the sperm that they've been after all that. Cause I don't know, not many people know this, but whales.
I was gonna say I was very unaware of this.
Yeah, whales masturbate 8 times a day, and all that sperm is the reason why the ocean is so salty. And to be honest, like I think we need to clean. We need to clean the ocean, not just, taking out all the plastic and the garbage. We need to take out all the animals that are pooping inside the ocean. I think the best way to do this is to take out all living creatures that are inside the ocean. Take it out.
All of them, you say?
Yes, all of it. And here at Mr. Pizza, we have a large storage unit, and it's a refrigerated, so we can store all those animals. And
we can make it. So what you're saying is you can make just an uncountable number of different fish style pizzas.
Yes. And also, there's mammals in the ocean, so
Right.
don't miss out on those. We
So,
got
now, so do you have? Speaking of mammal, do you have dolphin for
oh
your pizzas?
in fact, we have a sale going on.
Really?
Yes, buy dolphin pizza, buy some dolphin pizza, and you get to eat that. That's
That's a very straightforward deal.
yeah
Okay.
for $18.99.
Okay. Oh wow. So if they get the
For a
pizza
small pizza.
for just for a okay just for a small okay I could see
Yeah.
that for some dolphin.
Yeah,
But
dolphin's
so
pretty expensive.
okay, so you have to so is the sale, is it normally that you have to pay for the pizza and pay to eat it? Is what you're saying for the because you have a sale going on where you can get both for one?
Uh, well, there's taxes and
Okay.
maintenance work and
Right.
job labor and such and
Black market.
I mean, yeah. Oh my, geez, my sweatshop is. Oh, sorry, my very humid.
It's all right.
room.
We can bleep that. It's
Yeah,
okay.
thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, my employees they are very loyal. They never leave the pizza building. They are there day and night just making pizza for me.
Very nice.
And
good employee is a very valued asset. I tell you what, we have a couple interns who've worked with us for 10 years. We've never had to pay them. In fact, they all actually both dropped out of college. They just like hanging out.
No, if you provide them a pillow for them to sleep on the floor,
Yeah.
and
That's all they need. Got a couple buckets.
just a couple buckets,
dump them out every couple weeks or so.
a can of SpaghettiOs, and they'll be
Yeah.
set for the day.
If it requires that, has can of SpaghettiOs, has all your very what's the word? Essential daily nutrients.
Yes, it's very essential.
Yes.
But so I think we're trying to save the planet, and
Okay.
and also just trying to make sure that people buy Mr. Pizza because if you don't, there'll be consequences when you don't, because I don't like it when people don't buy my pizza.
Right. No, I didn't know. Yeah, no, I definitely don't blame you there. If I had a business selling pizzas, I wouldn't like it if people didn't buy my pizzas either.
Yeah.
Now, what are some of these consequences you speak of?
Well, okay. Well, I buy a lot of advertisement, and what I like to do
It's always
is,
important. Always invest in advertising, people.
yeah, you gotta spend money to make money. That's what I believe. And what I like to do is, I like to, buy a couple commercials and put them together. So during one commercial break, it's all Mr. Pizza.
All Mr. Pizza.
All Mr. Pizza, and I do them live while the commercial break is happening, and if I know that there's someone watching the TV show during that commercial break, I do a little research on them before I tape the commercial.
Yes.
And I kind of follow their daily routines, their social group, who are they talking to, who they hang out with, what music they listen to, what hobbies are they into, and if they have a significant other, that's some great information.
Yes.
Or if they
Good.
have,
Just like Spider-Man, it's good to know who to go after in order to get them to do what you need to.
What I do is I find their significant other somewhere safe and not many people around me, and chloroform them and hijack them and take them back to my studio, and then I'll air the first commercial. It's just a nice sweet commercial. It's just me, hey Mr. Pizza, hey, we have pizza. Do you like pizza? Then eat the pizza. But if that doesn't get them to order a pizza on their phone, the second one will come on and it's the same thing, but I'll address the person in the commercial. So it'll be like, hey, it's Mr. Pizza, buy a pizza, John. And that usually gets their attention. But if they still won't pick up the phone and
Even if you call them out by name, it sometimes won't get their attention.
oh my goodness, yeah, it's kind of oh my goodness,
Wow.
The business is
Unbelievable.
so much harder.
I mean, there's a whole reason I call my mother by her name. It's because I am not going to be ignored.
Yeah, exactly, and then the third time comes on. That's when I'm gonna be like, all right, it's time for the big deal, and I'll be like, hey, it's Mr. Pizza. You buy this pizza or I'm gonna kill your wife. And I'll bring the wife on stage, and she's always saying like, John, what happened? Where am I? I don't know where I am. And I'm like, blah blah blah. All right, John, pick up the phone. And then like if that still doesn't do anything, I try not to get angry, but I do struggle with some anger management and issues. And
Right. Well, you know what? We all have a little anger issues.
So then the fourth commercial comes on, and I say, all right, John, listen to me, you fucking piece of shit. I am going...
Yes, right to the point.
I'm going to murder your wife in the next commercial if you don't pick up the phone and order a pizza
So the first commercial is kind of like a warning.
Yeah.
Kind of just like kind of letting you know what's going to come.
First commercial is like,
hey, the first one doesn't work.
Hey man, I'm cool unless you're not cool. And then if he's not cool, then there's going to be some consequences.
Okay, now I know what you mean when you say consequences. And then, very nice, very nice.
And then surely enough, he'll finally pick up the phone.
Okay.
And then that's when I got him.
I imagine you only have to kill a few wives before the message gets around that you're going to have to answer to these commercials when you see them.
Well, we
have you killed a lot of wives?
We haven't done
husbands even.
We haven't done the statistics on the lives that have been happened, but
haven't counted.
Geez. I don't want to.
Must be a lot.
I don't want to ballpark it because I don't want to be a liar. I don't want to say something and not be right. And,
I get that. You don't want to come off as disingenuous.
Yes, exactly.
I gotta have integrity.
I gotta be kind of face forward on all this. But then once you get there. Once they finally call, you can bring up promotions and other specials, or maybe like, hey, why don't you, like he'll be like crying and shivering, just like, please, just I'll buy a large pizza, and like, hey, why don't you throw some breadsticks in there?
That's when you get them.
We got some tasty breadsticks.
Right. Get the vulnerable, get them.
$3.99, and might as well get a 2-liter. Bottle of Coke with that.
Might as well.
You gotta
wash it down.
Yeah, you gotta wash it down.
Gotta rehydrate after losing all that water from your eyes.
Yeah. And then boom. I'm at the door, and
just like that.
I'm at the door. I released the wife in the parking lot. She's blindfolded because I don't want this coming back to me.
Yeah, you can't let her know which directions she was going.
I blindfold her, drive her around, drive in circles just so she doesn't get a sense of like, oh, where are we going? And then I release her. I tell her, all right, you're gonna walk a couple steps. You're gonna take off the blindfold, and then boom, you're good. You gotta walk back home. I took your phone, I took your wallet, I took all your information, so you're just gonna have to walk home. But
no taxis for you.
No. And then sometimes what the problem is, sometimes people, they don't tip. I don't think people realize if you're gonna go to a restaurant, you should have enough money to not only buy the meal, but to tip your server.
Yes.
It's just common courtesy.
That is ridiculous.
And sometimes, I'll just get like $1 from the person, or, the change from like the 30 cents from the rest of the bill. And, it's a bummer. Because I live on the tips. Because all the money just basically just goes back into the company, Mr. Pizza.
Of course.
Mr. Pizza's Pizzeria.
You're a responsible business owner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like we only deliver. We don't. You can't pick up. We'll deliver.
Interesting.
We just think, you know what? We'll come to you because you're busy with your life, and also I don't want people to bother me in my place of work. I feel like I should be back home making the pizza, and then I'll bring it to you. Like, I want you to feel comfortable. Yes. I want you to do the least amount of work in getting able to get that delicious pizza that we have.
But you heard it here first, folks. The business model of a very successful business owner, Mr. Pizza himself. Where can the people find you, Mr. Pizza? Where's your? Is it? You say they can't pick up, so I imagine you don't want to give out in like a physical location. Do you have? Do they call you? Do they find you online?
Well, it's.
Is there an app?
It's 555 Pizza.
555 Pizza.
Yeah. Very
straight and to the point. Easy to remember. You know where to go every time. Second you see the commercial. If you love your family.
Susan, you're next.
Okay. All right. Susan. Got a shout out for Susan. That's fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's Susan.
Okay. Good. Hey, congratulations, Susan. You got your name on the air.
Susan. Susan. First off, thank you for listening to this podcast, Susan. It's great that people can find me on other sorts of media outlets, but Susan, you've been kind of bothering me lately.
Susan, back the fuck off.
It's just, you know what? Here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna buy 2 large pizzas with mushroom, pepperoni, onion, green peppers, extra cheese, and then get some breadsticks, 2 liter of Diet Coke. Because, Susan, you need to lose some weight. And, you know what? Fuck it. You're going to get a brownie pizza as well. And it's all going to cost $300. You got to leave a $100 tip. And if not, I have your dog.
We do have him in the shop here. Actually,
yeah,
he's a very great dog. It would be honestly, it would be a shame for anything to happen.
I have
to
your
this
dog,
but it's business.
I have your dog. Their hips are already broken. They're wearing a diaper because they can't shit right. And now, but
so you got that to deal with.
I can fix it. I'm very close. Not many people know this, but before I got into the pizza business, I was a vet and a surgeon.
Really?
For 18 years. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. And then so that naturally you transitioned into pizza making.
Yeah. You know what? You know what? Like, I love it was. You know what? Pizza started as a hobby for me. I remember I was, after euthanizing a bunch of animals, and just you get tired of the same old, and right. I just was like, you know what? I need to try something else. I need a hobby, and I took a cooking class, and I really got into the pizza aspect of it. After that, I went the whole 9 yards. I built myself a wood fire pizza oven, and I got a garden in my backyard with basils,
very
tomato, nice. And I grow my mozzarella. It's a plant-based mozzarella because trying to eat vegan more. And then, getting all the recipes and then
plant-based mozzarella.
Now,
that I find hard to believe.
Some can't believe it. I choose the opposite with that. And
you know what? I couldn't believe it wasn't butter either. So who am I to say?
Well, yeah. It isn't butter. It's margarine. That's what it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And it's really great because.
What's margarine?
Huh?
What's margarine?
We'll be back right after these commercial breaks. Oh, jeez. I'm like, all right. Hey, this isn't a picnic for me, man. I gotta wash my hands after this. This is just filthy. Oh,
Is this what you guys listening out there in the podcast thought you would be listening to on Christmas Eve? If it is, we're happy to add more in later podcasts.
Yeah.
But if this is if this is the kind of way you like to celebrate your holiday, we fucking love you.
what do you like to do for your holiday?
Well, I can't. Well, like I just like I honestly really like the Christmas spirit. Like
Yeah.
it's like I did like for like I went through obviously growing up it was always fun because you have like the mystery of Santa until you're so old, and then after that you're just like you still have the presents to look forward to, and then like everyone still likes to decorate and. You get and then like that's a like the Christmas Christmas movies are awesome for the most part. Well, actually, I shouldn't even say for the most part because there's a shitload. Most of them are very low budget shit and like just romance films.
The Hallmark Channel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it just in general.
Yeah.
But Home Alone and The Grinch and just all those classics are.
Yeah.
It's the shit. But
I
now and like for a little while I didn't care, but now I'm like back and like I just like the kind of I just like the whole like be joyful and then leading up to the Christmas itself. And once Christmas is over, winter can fuck itself.
Yeah.
Like
oh my goodness.
Like it's real pretty and it's romantic, but it's ultimately kind of sad.
Yeah, it sucks because right now it's pretty warm right now. Like,
yeah.
I was outside, not wearing a coat, and I was like, oh, this is kind of weird. And I know that once February comes along, basically, it's just going to be the coldest time ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and that's even the thing, too, is if it wasn't, like, freezing, yeah, like, on the days where it's not freezing, I'm fine. Like, if it's just, like, snowy, but it's not, like, so cold I can't handle it, then it's just pretty. And if I can drive, then it's great. And, like, then, of course, I just like the Christmas kind of thing about it, and
like
New Year's thing.
I love when the snow is falling from the sky, but I don't like it when it's on the ground.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I'm a big fan of Christmas too. I like I'm a Mr. Pizza is a very simple man. He likes to sit by the campfire, and get a big pot of hot cocoa and marshmallows, and maybe listen to some Christmas tunes,
always delicious,
or watch some Christmas movies, some Christmas classics. I just like to have something in the background just to overkill the sounds in the basement of people just screaming. It's just kind of getting really ridiculous.
I would need to drown it out too, so I understand where you're coming from on that end of things.
Yeah, I'm trying to save some money right now. Yeah, I'm kind of this year I didn't go out and buy any Christmas presents.
Just gave everyone pizza.
I decided to make Christmas presents for people. I made some
stuff out of pizza.
I made people some pizza. I also wrote a little card. I wrote cards. I made cards for people and just letting them know that I care for them, and I'm so glad to have them in my life. And I also provided them a coupon where you can buy a pizza whenever you want, and I will make it for you. And I'm trying to save some money right now. I'm trying to get the basement soundproof and get some padding in there. Just so
it can be an expensive process.
Oh yeah. I get some research. It's gonna cost it's gonna take a bite out of my account, but you know what? I look at this as an investment and
definitely.
Yeah, and it's gonna be great. Like I went, I was able to visit a place that specializes in soundproofing and such, and like, geez, like it works. Like I was screaming in agony and everything just to test the room, and no one could hear anything. Like it's great. So
hell yeah.
Yeah, and I live in an apartment complex, so it'll be nice to get that fixed, and that way no one can scream, and I won't bother my neighbors. So it'll be nice that will happen. So
I knew some friends. I got some friends who have a little venue. Well, I can't.
Yeah.
Shouldn't say they're friends.
Yeah.
They won't respond to any of my
Yeah,
messages. But they have they run some concerts out of their basement, and
we're
they
almost,
got shut down for a little
but
while there because the neighbors.
We're almost done with the installment. I finally, I bought all the stuff to get it soundproof. It just, right now there's people working on it right now, so it should be done before Christmas. So that's really nice. Yeah.
All right, back to Christmas again.
Yeah, you could come back. You can come by if you want to go check it out. If you want,
I would love to.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that'd be great. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like to give a little tour.
Yeah.
I'll bring a fresh bottle of wine.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy. Oh,
Yeah, that'll be great.
Oh, getting
Yeah.
festive. Here we
Yeah.
go.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
tis
just,
tis the season to drink.
yeah, just do me a favor. Just don't tell anybody where you're going. And,
Oh, I can do that. That's fine.
yeah,
That's
and
fine. I can do
turn
that.
off your phone so
Yeah.
the location thing. It's
Right,
not,
like all the way off.
yeah,
Like
all the
just-
way off.
okay.
Like I don't like strangers meddling in my affairs. and
Right. No, I
want-
understand.
I don't want people to bother me. Like,
No.
Yeah, that's the thing about these phones, man. Like,
Right.
we're so obsessed
I
with
know.
our phones. We can't, enjoy the life as
Can't
it is.
ever look up from our screens, and the government's always tracking us and
Yeah.
listening to us.
Yeah,
and,
and-
our information is being
and-
sold.
And like people people can just follow you on your phone. Oh, geez,
I know it's everywhere you go.
party. Oh man, events has been ruined because people left their location on, and people showed up and it was like, my daughter's not supposed to be here with you. She's supposed to be in school.
and then I've been in that argument plenty of times,
Yeah.
my friend.
And I was just, oh jeez, oh man, the struggles. It's just
yeah,
like,
it's the struggles. Yeah. Hey, and you know what? Hashtag free Cosby.
I wonder, oh man, I wish,
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Get yourself a nice Cosby sweater and get yourself some.
Aren't ugly sweater parties just like a nice way of saying Bill Cosby sweater parties?
Well, it sucks. It sucks how some people are able to, have like a thing, like a certain attire or like a
Yes.
certain sense of fashion, and then you find out that they were a bit of a buzzkill.
Yeah.
And they ruin an entire sense of fashion. Like,
The entire
can't wear sweaters anymore.
no,
No one can
no one can wear a mustache like Charlie Chaplin because
Yeah.
of Hitler.
Yeah, exactly. It was the Chaplin first. and
Isn't a
now-
soul patch kind of just like a chin Hitler stash?
Yeah, I think when you drop it down to the chin, it's kind of like, oh, he's a cool guy.
Yeah. Why is it? Yeah. Why do you have soul if it's on your chin?
Yeah.
But yet you hate the juice if it's on your
Yeah.
upper lip.
Yeah, but I'm kind of
Michael Jordan had a mustache like that. Why can't it be called a Michael Jordan mustache?
Well, yeah.
Is it because he's black?
What-
You racists.
Oh yeah. Oh man. But I think people just need to, I think whoever is, we need to find like the greatest person on earth, like the person that cures cancer, and organize charities, and take care of the homeless and all the people who are suffering, and take care of them, and be like, all right, you get to reclaim that mustache. It will be the Steve mustache.
Now the Steve mustache.
Yeah. Oh man, that Steve guy is so great. Like, he fixed my bike.
Yeah. You'd have to really rock that mustache and
Yeah.
do something fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. If I was able to cure cancer and solve world hunger, I'll be rocking that stash. I'd be like,
Yeah.
dude, I saved the planet. I can do whatever the fuck
You can do whatever you want. Yeah, exactly. So if you just have to, I feel like if that was the person who started rocking that mustache, that would be the only opportunity to save it. Because Michael Jordan honestly couldn't save it. So if he can't do it, then
you can't. Yeah, you can't.
Really
just,
gonna take
you
something.
can't just be really good at basketball and great at selling underwear. You gotta do more. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You know, you think
does your underwear have tags?
Yeah, you gotta what?
I said, does your underwear have tags? It's from the it's the Michael Jackson thing from the commercial.
I think they kind of. I think once
he's like no tags, baby.
I think once they had that commercial, I think every other underwear company was like, oh, I guess people don't like
small pieces of like fibers stabbing them in the back.
Yeah. I guess there's like, what? You guys don't like this?
And they're like, no, there's a reason people are always ripping them out of their t-shirts.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, I don't know how that didn't catch on sooner.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm just like, why can't you just put it on the shirt?
And the fact of the matter is they stopped putting tags on mattresses altogether.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like I've literally to this day never looked up why that was unlawful to remove them. Do you know?
I don't know why. No. I really don't understand.
I don't either.
I don't understand the concept of that. I think it's just. By the way, this is Cooper. Mr. Pizza is gone right now. So.
but thanks for coming, Mr. Pizza. It's good having you, man. Thanks. Oh fuck, he's gone. Oh shit. Okay. Well,
he seemed
kind of a dick, but I mean, I like him.
You know what? You can't judge a book by its cover.
No, you can't.
And you can't just. You know what? I think people make mistakes. But they are still humans, and they still deserve a chance for happiness.
And I can't lie, I still love him. He's just a great. He's a great.
He's a very charismatic guy.
Yeah,
like that's one thing. One thing I've realized about him. Like
a little bit of an ego, for being honest.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, when you're running a business that big, it's kind of hard.
Goes to your head.
Yeah, it kind of goes to your head. All that money, all that. Pizza that she's selling. I mean, I never thought I'd be able to say I had seal pizza.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that. Yeah, right. It wasn't that bad.
No,
it wasn't that bad. No.
It wasn't that bad.
If
you're gonna
try something new
if you're gonna take one thing from this podcast,
get a little
seal pizza is not that bad,
and not the singer, not. Mr. Pizza endorses Seal's career, but like the Seal the animal, delicious.
Yeah,
well,
or Seal the singer.
Throw a little feta cheese with it.
Maybe I don't know.
Have you been thinking about getting Seal the singer? Or do you think he has? I should say.
Well, I think if the world comes to an end, and
he's gonna be any other Seal,
and the only option would be eating other people, I think I would go with Seal right away. Just, I don't know. I feel like he's healthy. He exercised a lot. I think he is, I bet his calves are just juicy and tender. And
thick meat, rich with protein.
Yeah, rich.
Oh yeah, and all those scars he's got. You already have it's like those pre-cut lines that they put on paper. It's like they're dotted and it's just like cut here. Yeah.
Oh my god. But anyway, I don't know. I think, oh man, part of me would like to, I don't know. I think, who knows what's gonna happen in this next election?
I have no fucking
after
idea.
That, if it goes one way, I feel like we'll be coming Mad Max, and we're just gonna start eating each other, and it's gonna be the apocalyptic. And I think it's gonna be great. I really want to see. I really want to see people, unfiltered.
Things are going a hell of a turn. Yeah.
Oh my god, I would. Yeah. I see. I love those movies, The Purge.
Yeah.
I love those Purge movies.
They are good.
And part of me just go, you know what? Let's just try it. I understand there's some, there's some systemic racism and class, class indifference. Yeah. There's class indifferences, but you know what? It'll be nice just for one day, just to be able to do whatever you want, like jaywalk and
Always wanted a jaywalk.
I want to jaywalk. I want to park, and not pay the meter.
That'd be fantastic.
I would love sometimes when I'm out drinking, and I have a little bit too much to drink, I kind of need to use the restroom, but I'm outside, and I would just love to be able to just pee in a bush or something. Just oh god, that's my thrill. Just that'll be like one of the first things I'll do when purge starts. Just pee in a bush.
Just pee in a bush publicly because no one can stop me, baby.
Yeah. It's like and like if I see
no rules, you're just up against the wall.
Yeah, and it's like
hey, hold on, I'm a little pee shy.
And like if someone does try to stab me, I'm holding my weapon so I can just splash them with my urine. And
got weapon in hand.
Yeah, my weapon. Oh boy, my weapon.
Let me tell you about my weapon.
Let me tell you about my weapon.
My weapon.
Yeah.
My weapon is a little bit too big. My.
Oh, yeah, God. Just take. Describe your penis. Well, it's working. It's done. It's doing its job. It does what it's supposed to do.
I can, in fact, pee out of it.
I can pee out of my penis, and little humble brag for myself, just being able to pee and not have any complications. And I can do it
standing up. Boom.
And sitting down at the.
And sit. Oh shit.
Yeah, I used to have an apartment, and it was like an attic. It was like one of those it was like one of those houses for college, and they had an attic apartment, and the roof is slanted, and and the entire time I was living there, I was never able to pee standing up. So, and I actually learned to enjoy it because one thing was great was, sometimes when you're peeing standing up and you're like, oh, I got to shit now. But this time
you're already sitting down.
I'm already sitting down. So it's just like, all right, might as well just pop out a little nugget and
give a little pregnancy push and take care of business. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then yeah.
How many fart noises does that make this intro? I think we're up to like 3 or 4 now. No, who's keeping track?
I don't know. My parents have an Alexa, and the only thing I'll actually do with it is just say, Alexa, fart noise, and then it'll make a fart noise.
That's so funny.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos would be so proud to know. Like,
that's what his product is.
This device can make your life easier, make you able to, call and order and all this. Nope, I'm just gonna use it for fart noise. That's all. I spent $100 on a fart machine.
Dude, there's people getting them for a fucking $1.
Yeah.
Right now, it's just because no one wants them. This is it's like the fact of the matter is you can open if you have a smartphone, then you don't need an Alexa and then you can open it and you can go, hey Google.
Yeah.
Any question I would have asked Alexa.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then boom.
Exactly.
So it's like, and then it's like it plays games with you. I'm like, I prefer a visual game.
Yeah. No. I think. That's great.
Any question I would. My phone was sitting next to me, and when I said that, I didn't think it would activate, but it activated and actually opened up and said, any question I could ask Alexa, and gave me options.
Yeah.
So that's what it heard me say.
That was a great moment for us, not for the listeners.
That was great for us.
The listeners are just like, okay, yeah, sure, that was great. We think we just saw like the Garden of Eden, and they're just like, okay,
yeah.
Wow, what a coincidence.
This non-visual wall.
Oh, man.
That's great.
I don't know. That's what I love. I don't know, because we both talk about how we both love Your Mom's House podcast.
Yeah, like Your Mom's House is great.
It's a great podcast, but, I love it because, there's just the stuff that they say, and talk about. It's hilarious, but I like and I love listening to it on the car ride or whatever. But like it's such a visual podcast that
It is.
Yeah, so
It's so much better on the YouTube channel.
yeah, exactly, because they're showing videos and such, and
Yeah.
like
You get to see them.
yeah,
And
like,
then you can get, and it's like just like with following like a stand up, it's like seeing him. So
did you see the most recent one where that one dude he burned off the hair off his head?
Yeah, that was his way of cutting his hair.
Top there, and just oh my, and he
burn it. He's got to burn it.
and you gotta burn your hair just so you can feel alive.
You feel alive.
That man.
Oh shit, a guy over there.
Yeah, like
batting his head out.
I know, like at first you can't really see because it was dark, and then at one point, all of a sudden, he just turns his head, and I think he put the interior lights on, and you could see all his hair was just burning, and then I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
Fuck is happening right now?
Yeah, the whole fucking whole thing lights up from the fucking fire, and then he goes, then he freaks out.
Yeah,
it's fucking insane. The fucking Fed smoker, man. I think was that Fed smoker doing that shit.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
God, that motherfucker.
If
you want to see a crazy fucking guy, that's a guy to look up.
Yeah, if you want to see something great, stop listening to this podcast and then go watch another podcast.
I talk about other podcasts on this fucking podcast too much. Like I should like if I was being a good local podcaster at the level I'm at, I'd be like, listen to the Doomcast with Dan Umpton and Tola Green, and like, and then like it's like something local, or like listen to the Let's Ruin Our Childhood, and it's a fucking with Alex, and I can't remember his last name, but I'm gonna have him on the podcast soon, and so it's like he'll be one of my next one of the other upcoming comedians, and so I'll know his name then.
No, but instead we're just gonna
I'm gonna plug it like a national
a podcast that's doing well by itself. Like they don't need any more.
Yeah, they have other podcasts that they funded and started running out of their studio, so they're doing fine.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
But it is fucking great though. Like you'll definitely kind of get you'll understand us a little bit more if you watch them. But
I'm making a small indie movie. But instead you can go see Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, because that's what they need the publicity from me.
Exactly. If it wasn't for people like us, no one would care.
Yeah. They need that.
They're lucky to have us.
They need those 3 other people to come. I don't know. That's what
exactly
sucks. That's what sucks. That's what sucks when you're starting out with everything. Cause like this is fun and you're doing great at it, and this is so much fun to do. It's so lighthearted and so like easy to do this, but it's just
thank you, man. That's super cool of you to say. That's definitely going, and you heard it here first, folks.
But it sucks because I don't know, I always hated the people on all my friends on Facebook who like post something like, hey, I'm doing this, you guys should come and check it out. And I'm like, fuck you, I don't give a shit. And now I'm that asshole that's bothering you.
Oh yeah, you gotta get people out to your shit.
Like
you've had like even like a headlining show before, so it's like so that's the kind of shit you have to push, man. You gotta like and you gotta show that you support what you're doing.
Exactly. I posted a video on my I posted like a link to one of my YouTube for one of my sets on Instagram, and I was just like, oh wow, look at me doing stand-up. You can check my bio and see the link for the video, and I got 8 views so far. It's been up there for 3 months. It's going great.
Things are just really taking off for me. That's it. Yeah, that's what.
Oh man!
You know what? I had 4 when I went before I posted it. Probably had 5 from me. So if I had 3 more just from that, then I did something.
Yeah. Plus, I've been watching them multiple times, and oh my goodness,
making videos is honestly is a bit of a different ball field. So you have that going. It's like because like you're saying, because like a video of you doing stand up is different from like a video that you made of like a gag. Yeah,
exactly.
So you never really know what's gonna hit.
No.
But I thought it was funny. It's a good premise, like at the very least.
Oh, the pizza thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're
Yeah.
That's I should I should be
Yeah,
specific. Like
yeah.
that I should
Yeah. I just remember I was just watching TV and the same Pizza Hut commercial came on 3 times, and it was I was watching like Comedy Central on the Comedy Central app, and you know how like instead of like watching it like on TV or like I was watching it on my phone and watching it through the app, and then there's that commercial break that you can't like get out of or anything. You have to just watch it.
Yeah, your video will play after ad. Like I would rather skip ad in 5 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. No,
I'm sick of seeing Buttigieg.
Oh my goodness, I'm so tired of those. I'm tired of the Buttigieg commercials. I'm tired of the what is it? I'm tired of the Walmart Capital One where they're carolers at the end and their song is so bad. It's just,
really bad.
What's in your wallet? It's so out of tune. It's so bad. It's like I don't know what type of Christmas song you're trying to like.
Did you find someone who really just like ultimately can't actually sing, and you're like, well, he's a fun guy or gal
what's
or whatever.
in your wallet, and
like,
then they get like 8 people. They don't rehearse, they don't harmonize or anything. They just go, "What's in your wallet?"
The commercial was recorded in a fucking day.
Oh my god,
dude!
And it's always
casting. Captured in one day was that whole thing.
Yeah, it's surprising. It's always like the commercials that you can't skip are the ones that are the worst ones.
Yep.
It's
exactly.
Yeah.
Like I fucking oh, dude.
I am running for president to pick up the divided nation and fix all the problems that we've been waiting for far too long.
Imagine the day that the sun rises. Imagine the first day that sun rises, and Donald Trump is no longer the president. I am running to be the man who steps up on that day.
Yeah. I
like you took
I like the
into your 20s to even come out of the closet.
Yeah. I like the ones where they had other people, other like supporters. They interviewed the supporters.
Yeah.
And I remember the one lady, she said, "He's not going to promise you something he can't do." I'm like, that is so great.
That's all he's doing.
Yeah. like you're that is just the weirdest way to like say you should vote for this guy. It's just like, you should vote for this guy. He's not going to do something that he can't do.
Yeah.
Like, all right, but I want him to do something.
Yeah, there's shit that he should be really fighting to do that should only be seemingly impossible. Like, that's ridiculous.
Hey, Pete, I want student debt to be done. I don't know if I can do that. Like, he's honest. All right, that's all I can say. Like,
right? Yeah, exactly.
Hey Pete, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do with Syria? I don't know if I can fix that. But I have
no fucking idea.
I will tell you this. I will tell you this. I was in the army, and that's how I can relate to this issue.
Right, exactly. Yeah, dude. That's actually that's like all his fucking experience.
Yeah.
There's like I was watching Ari Shaffir's Skeptic Tank, and he had on Milo Yiannopoulos, and Milo was he's the guy who started as a joke on 4chan the WP with your hand doing the OK symbol with your hand, meaning white power. He's the one who started that.
Isn't he banned from everything now?
I don't even know. He's banned from it, but they don't want him out of a whole bunch of shit now. I'm not too up on all that. I just remember he started all this shit as a joke and then like reported it to CNN and they took it seriously. And so they started reporting it, and now it's like seen as an actual thing when it's not. And then hi Molly. But then his complaint about Pete Buttigieg was that he's like a gay he's a gay Jewish, he's gay and Jewish and married to a black man, and so people will call him like a racist Nazi, and he's like, not fucking possible.
Yeah.
And so then it's okay, baby. I know you don't like it when I say fuck.
So weird.
But then he called Pete Buttigieg a coward for not coming out of the closet sooner because he did.
What? Yeah. Oh my god.
For real, yeah.
He's not gay enough. Yeah, that's what I heard. Like they're saying he's not gay enough.
Yeah, see, like that's not even like a scene. Like I was like, and even yeah, and like that's not even a good point to be made. But and it was like I like for a minute, like I'm like I understand where Milo's coming from, but also I understand that he's kind of got that sort of attitude about things, and so I'm like, but like then again, he was in the military, and so I'm sure he was in it at a time involved in more of a time where he couldn't say anything.
Yeah, and I'm sure he put a penis in his mouth.
He's plenty gay, you know. It's just like married to a man. It's like
I mean,
so it's just like he just seems like a normal dude, but it's one of the things I remember they were talking about on the Joe Rogan podcast is you might have a little fur left over on you, but one of the things they were talking about Joe Rogan was that he's got a couple dudes from Facebook working with him, and like all the shady shit that Facebook does already. It's like if they get if they get people into the fucking White House,
I know. No,
going downhill,
I
baby.
did. No, I think yesterday they just. I think Facebook kind of shut down a bunch of bots accounts. Like I think Facebook kind of just shut down like a couple 100,000 fake accounts that are kind of like trying to help. The whole thing, trying to infiltrate and everything. But I think that's kind of cool. But
it's definitely cool.
Hopefully journalism will do a good job of kind of bringing up the story, and then kind of I don't know, robot Zuckerberg can kind of freak out, and I don't know, maybe he'll do something, maybe not, I don't know,
maybe not.
It's kind of hard to tell a billionaire to do something.
Yeah,
it's like, hey, can you stop doing the thing that's making you money? Thanks.
Yeah, exactly. And it's ridiculous. It's just completely ridiculous. People keep signing on to do things, and keep signing these little digital contracts without realizing it out how many times a day.
And I remember when we had that incident, I think during the summer, it was the old man face app where you can and then we find out the Russia is hacking us through that face app. I was like, all right, I just wanted to see how I look like when I'm 70.
Yeah,
I didn't know I was gonna lose my social security.
Yeah, exactly.
And everything.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. There's even a show on Netflix called The Fix that has 10 episodes, and it's Jimmy Carr and Catherine Ryan and D.L. Hughley.
Oh,
and, Hughley. Either Hughley or Hughley. I'm not positive, but very funny. And but obviously King of Comedy doesn't need to hear that from me.
Yeah.
but there's an episode of the show where they did the old age apps, where they showed everyone how they would look if they were old as fuck. I got age 90 or 100 or something.
Yeah.
And then because Catherine Ryan has had plastic surgery, it was here's Catherine Ryan when she's really old, and it was just the same picture. She's just you guys are dicks.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was great.
Yeah, it was so funny. Yeah, and then they have guests on all the time, and I think on that one they had Whitney Cummings on and shit, and they did it to her and everything. So it was really it was a good one. But it was they even did it to the celebrities on the TV.
It's so fucking weird. It's just how I don't know. I think South Park did a really good episode, kind of about the internet and everything.
Yeah.
And I just remember the ending to me. I thought it was the funniest. The way the internet was, just everyone was trolling and everyone was kind of calling out everyone and everything. And and then what they had to do was they had to basically blow up the internet just so it was back and fresh from start. And then the end, there's we interviewed the first person who used the internet, the new internet, and he sent an email, and all right, so what can you say about this whole incident? I think it's great because we all have a fresh start, we all have a fresh clean start, and everybody deserves to kind of get a clean slate. And it's and what was the first thing you sent? I sent an email to my friend. I sent him a picture of my dick and I called him a fag, and then that was it. And I was just like, "Yep, that's great.
That's the internet.
That's just
That's
true.
people.
That's
Yeah.
the internet. That's humans right there.
Yeah,
Just,
exactly.
oh,
the fact that he sent an email is ridiculous, but he went the extra mile. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah, he was just like, "Yep.
Dude.
Oh my goodness, we are done from all the trolling,
Fuck, man.
and now fuck you."
That's so great. All that China shit. That was like, especially as that South Park was banging on. I watched that first episode of them going to China. I believe anyway, where like they fucking kill Pooh Bear or something just because like they had the whole incident of them comparing the Chinese president to Pooh, and then they had like. And then they had like Mickey being like trying to negotiate with all these like Chinese ambassadors.
Yeah.
And then that's how I learned that there's a lot of shows that have like Chinese versions where it's like a completely different show because they have to go followed by Chinese censorship laws, and so they have to like change the episodes like every episode to fit like a Chinese storyline, even though it's like an American thing. So it's like it just doesn't make any sense at all.
It's so weird. Just like how I don't know, cause I guess because you know if you want to sell it to China, you gotta do certain things, and if you do it, you get like a boatload of money. It's insane.
Yeah, you get a lot. Yeah, you get a lot of money, but you have to literally write like 2 scripts an episode.
Yeah, I know. You have to. I didn't realize. Like I don't know. I always assume like China doing things differently than we are. I didn't realize that they were just taking it hardcore on all that stuff.
They're going fucking hardcore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was insane. That just finding out about all this shit was insane.
I know it's.
But of course now I've been a little time, so I'm kind of used to it. But
yeah, I know. I think and I think it was. I don't know. I think the best. I don't know. I just remember the whole Bush Light thing that happened.
Oh yeah, with them pulling out of the that was ridiculous.
There was a dude. At the
it was
Iowa,
like what
there was
happened
a dude
at
at the Iowa State game. He they videoed. He was on camera and he had like a poster that said "Bend me money so I can buy a Bush Light," the most Iowa thing ever. And then he got like $3 million worth of donations. He was like, "Oh, I'll give it to charity."
Yeah.
And then someone's like, "Oh, I saw you said something stupid when you were in high school." And then
on Twitter.
Yeah, on Twitter. What are you trying to do? It's like I was trying to be funny like Daniel Tosh.
And actually what happened was that it was he posted a clip of the show and it was a quote from the show, so it wasn't actually his words.
Yeah, no, it was just him being like, "This is funny.
Yeah,
this is a line from this thing that I think is funny."
Yeah,
and that was it.
So he was still like kind of stealing valor in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it wasn't his own shit, but still.
And then I think the funniest part about it to me was just right after everyone was like, "Oh, how dare you like go back and like try to
And so they went back in the reporter's history and they found a lot of shit.
And like found even worse shit.
Yeah, and that was actually like from his own brain. It wasn't like he wasn't quoting TV shows here. It was like he was just like having drunk rants or some shit.
You had Shane here.
I had Shane here, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys talked about it, but like I remember he was doing the show. Apparently he knew the guy from high school, I think.
Oh, at that the timeout open mic, are you talking when that dude was there that he knew?
Yeah, timeout or Mother's Pub, but like he knew the reporter from.
Oh, okay, no, I wasn't there.
Oh, okay, but like no, he actually knew the reporter. Like he went to high school with and such, and then like it was just right after he came back from the army. He was like, "Hey man, how's it going?" He's like, "It's good." Just got back from the army. He's like, "What about you?" He's like, "Oh, I just got my job at the Des Moines Register," and like, it's like, "Well, it wish well for you." So I don't know. If you have him on, I'll be
so funny.
Yeah, if you have him on, I hope you like ask him about that and kind of like
that would be. I had to. No, we did not talk about that. Yeah, he didn't even bring it up. I had no idea. That's so funny. I'm gonna have to ask him about it just like off the podcast. But I do plan on having him on again eventually.
Like I know Shane. Yeah, because like Shane's the only person I know that actually knew the person himself. Knew the actual dude. And I knew friends that went to high school with the Bush Light Carson King himself, and they was like, "Oh, he's a great guy. He's
Yeah.
he's not a dick. He's just okay. And I was just like, oh my god, it's just so funny. It's just like I don't know. I think it just shows just like how you do realize we all fucked up before. We all have done something wrong. So instead of just like calling each other out, just like say, hey, that wasn't great.
Cool.
Wasn't great, but hopefully you learn from that mistake and you try to become a better person.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go get a pizza. And, from Mr. Pizza.
From Mr. Pizza himself comes
full circle. Here we go.
Yeah, hell yeah. We gotta get Mr. Pizza at 555. What's the rest of the number?
Pizza.
Pizza. That's right. 555 pizza. That was my mistake.
Yeah, sometimes it's kind of hard to forget. But oh my goodness.
Oh god. Yeah. That's funny shit, man.
That shit was so funny. Have you ever seen this shit and just started laughing at it?
Dude. Fucking. Oh god, where did we leave off before that?
I saw a picture, and I know.
You're talking about Shane and having him on.
That
was like. Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous. What's ridiculous about it is like it's really involved in the fact that like there's people. Like there is a cancel culture alive in some people at least, and so like this reporter was thinking he was doing probably had some kind of ego trip where he thought that he had caught someone doing something bad, but he had to dig for it, and it was only because he was getting this attention and had all this money and was like wasn't keeping it for himself and like was donating it, and so this dude felt like had some kind of like I'm a piece of shit moment where he had to fucking dig up dirt on this dude only to find out there was nothing, and then lost his job.
It's just I don't know. I feel like journalism right now it's just a terrible time right now, just because they're all just trying to get the clickbait. Like I remember what Kevin Spacey did was not great.
No.
But I remember they said the person that, the victim died, but they had Kevin Spacey into it, kind of like, and I don't know, it was kind of like implying that, he had something to do with the death.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So.
I must have missed that part.
Yeah, like the way the title of the article is just kind of weird. I just it like when I saw it, I was like, did Kevin Spacey like murder someone?
Right. Yeah.
And then like of course I would intrigued, so I clicked on it and then I read it. And it's like it had nothing to do with anything. It was just two different things that happened. Just so it's just like
what did the victim die of? Was it like they have AIDS or something?
I forgot. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Nah, probably not super important. Yeah, who gives a shit? Fuck him.
Oh no. Anyway, this is a terrible podcast.
I know it is.
But I found this picture last night and it made me laugh so hard. There's this picture of someone taking a shit on a bowling alley lane and kind of scooshing as they're shitting to like, and hopefully trying to measure the world's longest poop. And I'll send you the picture and maybe you can send it on your page or something.
What the fuck? The last fucking picture, like the face is so proud.
Yeah, no,
and it's a woman too.
Yeah, it's a woman taking the longest shit because women can do anything man can do.
I don't think it just takes a special kind of sicko to want to do that in the first place. I wouldn't even say that. There's no part of me that goes, this is a man thing. There's only a part of me that goes, this is just fucking gross.
Yeah, no, it's just my favorite part about this picture is as the person
happy.
Like okay, so let me just describe it. There's 4 pictures in this.
It's like a comic strip.
Picture group.
Yeah.
The first one starts with the woman crouching over
the start of a bowling lane.
At the start line, and poop is coming out her butt. And then the next picture is her like crawling. And she has this face of just like of tension and just like like her mouth is open and it looked like she's kind of in pain or something, and she's pooping while she's trying to walk.
She's like 6 or 7 inches off the ground, and it's like a rope coming
Yeah,
straight
and
down
then-
and curving onto the thing. Like, why is it so
Yeah.
fucking solid?
And then the last picture is some other dude. I think so. I think it's just some other dude way too close to the poop and a tape measure. And he kind of has this look of like he's intrigued and he's aroused. Like, I'm going to fuck this shit. I'm going to have sex with this piece of shit.
Oh god, dude! Someone had to have like a bit of a shit fetish and just be like too comfortable with shit to be like, I'll measure it. Like fucking give me that fucking like measuring tape you use to measure your clothes so I can like kind of bend it around the shit.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You measure that measuring tape you measured your crotch line with earlier. Let me measure this long ass turd with it. This weird chick with the braid is really trying to really going for a record here. And it's on a bowling alley lane, so like the fact that she's like crawling across it is either like her trying to like keep from slipping, or they cleaned it up, or they cleaned it off because my mind. I would have been like, let's clean this shit off. All right, no pun intended. Just like, let's clean this lane off and get all the oil off, so we don't have a slippery turd.
Oh yeah,
going all over the place, and and it's gonna be easier for her to not slip and fall back into it and destroy the pattern, and not destroy the fucking pattern. Why on a bowling lane? Why on a bowling lane? That's my first question. You could have done this at home. You very well could have done this at home.
Well, they needed a long distance. They needed a long straight distance.
People gotta go there. Yeah. And throw a ball down there and then touch it again.
Imagine if that bowling alley was open while they were doing that shit. Strike! What the fuck? There's like. She's just shitting on this lane.
I guess that's one way to get bumpers.
I can't get mad. That's beautiful. God damn it. All right. I do have a story. I remember in 5th grade, I went to a summer camp, and it was like one of those. Summer camp, you're there for like a week and you stay in a cabin and stuff like that. And I remember the first night, it's the first night you don't really, it's a new surrounding, so you're not really aware of like where certain places are. And I remember it, the first night we're having a dance party and we're all dancing and having fun. And then I think I like went to do a jump, and then that's when I realized, oh no, like I'm about to shit my pants. So I couldn't find the bathroom near me. I didn't know where the bathroom was, and like I was just like I don't know, I was socially awkward, so I didn't want to ask someone, hey, where's the bathroom, or something like that. So I just walked straight back to my cabin to go take a shit. And it was great because there's no one around me, so I can just just let it all out.
Oh yeah.
And then so I go to the cabin, I take a shit, and it's great. And it's a pretty big poop and everything. And then I finished, and then my hearing aid battery died, and I was like, all right, well, luckily I'm back at the cabin. I can just just go back to my little cupboard area and just get my hearing aid batteries, and then just get
back on the road again.
Yeah, just go back to dancing to the cha-cha real smooth. And then
cha-cha, now pooping.
Yeah. And so I go to my cupboard, and I'm opening my bag, and I'm like, this isn't any of my stuff. This is not my clothes. I realized I just pooped in the wrong cabin. I pooped in the wrong I just pooped in some other cabin, and then I just.
Now, when you say in the cabin, is there a toilet in the cabin, or are you just like shitting on the corner on the floor?
There's a toilet.
Okay.
There's like a. I think there's like two stalls and 2 shower and like 2 sinks, and then it was just I just remember taking a shit and then going, I need to get my hearing aid. It's like none of this stuff belongs to me. Did someone move my suitcase? And then I realized, oh no, this is the wrong cabin.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, and then
dude, That's so funny.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I guess my toilet's free of one more shit.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
You know what though? Yeah. You know what though? At the end of it, if it was the kind of thing where like it's like, if it was any kind of issue that would actually be like if it was some kind of outhouse situation.
Yeah.
Where taking a shit might have actually been an issue, then honestly it would probably be the best alternative to like find a way to use someone else's and be like, less work I got to do later.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like a dick. Maybe that's an asshole move, but
yeah.
You know.
I mean, it is coming from your asshole.
Yeah. So either way,
either way, you're an asshole.
Either way, it's an asshole move.
Oh my
god. Oh fuck, man.
All right.
That's funny shit.
Oh my god, we're already at 90. Wow.
Yeah, we're about an hour and a half in right now.
All right.
And like I'll probably just kind of like do some. I'll probably edit down this to like make it like a kind of like the first half. It'd be the first half, and then be like, all right, now into the real, and be like, and now into the real interview, and then so we could probably cut it off here. It's probably gonna be it's a lot to work with.
I think we covered a lot of grounds.
I think we did. Yeah. We could probably just end by giving our Christmas wishes and Happy New Year's,
Happy holidays to
and holidays. Yes.
Happy Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Rabajab.
So I've never heard of Rabajab.
There's a video online.
I've robbed plenty of jobs.
There's a video online that's I don't know. It makes me laugh so hard. Okay. It's like a local commercial, and it's this dude who is so scary, and I don't know what the commercial is about, but it's a holiday commercial. It's one of those like locals, so it's just like it's just him with his family. And then it's like, Merry Christmas from the Johnson family. But it starts with a close-up on just the dad. And he goes like this. Merry Christ Mas. Happy Hanukkah. Kwanzaa. Rabajab. Merry Christmas from the Johnson family.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It's
Are they trying to promote like Swedish people just learning English for the first time?
I don't know what it was, but
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
To all the English peoples. Yeah. We love America.
We love America. It's so sweet.
Happy Hanukkah and Kwanzaa, blah 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 blah
blah blah
blah blah blah blah.
Yeah,
dude,
kind of hard to.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
that's so funny. Oh shit. Well, man. Okay. Well. Well, there's a second holiday ad for you there, listeners. We hope you enjoy the rest of this interview today. This is like we said, this is mainly to get a little intro in, let you get to know Cooper, hear from our sponsor, Mr. Pizza, and for us to wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. May your jingle bells be kissed underneath the mistletoe. May your chestnuts be well roasted and low hanging, and may your hearing aid batteries not die just as you're about to make love. That's
always a scare. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there was a time where I talked to a girl and my hearing aid battery died, and I was like, I can't do anything. Like, we were just talking in a bar, and then the battery died, and I was like, all right, look like I'm not doing anything. I'm going home now.
Dude, yeah, because at that point, you got to be like, I'm sorry, my hearing aid died. And she's going to be like, nah, you're just lying to me. You're just trying to say I'm boring. Fuck out of here.
Well, I mean,
it's so rude. Your hearing aid battery didn't die.
My life is a joke. All right, take care.
Oh, thank you guys, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the interview.
Been a buster, I ain't never been a sucker, I ain't never been a runner unless I'm running to the money. Gotta watch my back from niggas trying to take it from me. So don't be coming around me trying to tell me about my nigga. This is my life, I'ma live it how I like. So don't be coming around me trying to get all in my mind. Shawty, this is my life, I'ma live it how I like. This is my life, I'ma live it how I like.
This is my life and I'ma live it how I like. I ain't never met someone with a more positive mind. You can search around the world and you still will never find a hustle like me who got a bigger drive. No matter what.
Both of them, both Shane and Cody came in for interviews, and both of theirs, we lost the footage halfway, but like towards the end of it after about 90 minutes because fucking my program crashed. So
that sucks.
yeah, it really sucks. But yeah, so this is and typically I have the pop filters over the microphones, but I was like, I'm gonna experiment and see what it's like if we just have them uncovered.
Yeah, that's fine.
And see what it's kind of like, but I don't think it's too much of a difference. I think it's just supposed to help with like little sounds, but yeah. So this is I restarted everything and it should be fresh, but
oh, it's starting right now. Oh,
yeah,
hi.
but it is recording right
now.
Yes,
Hi.
I started it going.
Hi there.
Hi everybody. This is They Came From the Underground. We got Cooper Patterson sitting in with us. All right, he's taking selfies. Stuff himself too. It's like, whose house are you in?
I mean, I gotta do it for the gram.
Do it for the show that takes place in Des Moines. That one.
Yeah.
You're doing it for that show.
Oh no, just the gram in general. Yeah. I did.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I did do the gram. That was actually.
I did see the post and I was like, fuck, I missed that show too.
Yeah, it was really fun. I didn't know what I was expecting.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think my favorite part about it was I didn't realize that one of the rounds is we have to watch fights that are on Instagram, and we have to try to explain like why they're fighting, like what's going on, like what's the conversation, like what's going on, and like it was just brutal fights.
Really?
Yeah, the guy that I had to figure out what was happening was this dude just like he lunged back and like slammed his head into another guy's head.
Really?
Yeah, and I was just like, oh, it's just like Eskimo kiss. Trying to keep it nice and clean.
Keep it clean.
Yeah.
Is that a requirement for the show?
No, I don't think so.
Then what are you doing? No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. I was just like, I don't know. Like, I just can't. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Fighting just, it seems so interesting for me because, like, I would never want to get in a fight. I mean, I would love to get in a fight just to see if I can actually fight back. But,
right? Yeah, I get that.
But like, I don't actually want to.
What would happen?
Yeah, like, I don't know. I would just love to just, some like douchebag, like, hey man, I'm just drunk. I'm gonna punch you, and then like
that's how they talk your names too.
And then like he hits me, and then I'm like, all right, and then like everyone around us is just like saying, all right, we all agree you should fight him, and we're not gonna fight. We're not gonna like push you guys away. We're just gonna let you guys fight each other, and everything is totally normal. And I'm like, all right, so, and then I beat him up.
Part of life.
Yeah, and then I beat him up, and he's in like critical damage, and like everyone was just like, "Yep, that's what happened." And like all of a sudden,
you get the graphics above the guy as you're hitting him too, like critical.
Yeah, like the old Batman, just like bam, slam, pow, and just like
thwomp, thwap. What the fuck sounds are those?
Oh my god, yeah. Oh man, I just wish that would just happen in real life. Just be able to like.
That would be amazing. That was part of why I really love the movie Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Oh my goodness, that was one of my favorite movies of all time growing up. Like I just remember the open.
One of the most heavily quoted movies in my life.
Yeah, that was like
by me.
Yeah. And it's like I'm a little bi-curious. Well, I'm a little bi-furious. That was just
bi-furious.
I think my babe, like I knew this was going to be a great film when they opened it, and it's that I think it's like Universal Studio opening, but they changed the effects, so it's like an old.
It was like
old game,
like that 8-bit,
like
heavily pixeled, and then even the fucking like da, 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 was like super pixelated. So the first time you hear, you're like, oh god,
yeah.
And I saw it for the first time in theaters, and so with like the big surround sound thing, like that sound and a big heavy, like bass heavy surround sound, but like audio room is fucking kind of terrifying. It's because it's like very distorted, and then after you hear it a few times, you're like, okay, no, this is like. I just hear it normally now, but the first time it took me so off guard. It felt like it kind of tricks you in the brain. You feel like they're like, God damn it, they fucked up the audio.
Oh yeah,
and like this movie's gonna be, they're gonna fuck up the movie now, and then we're like, oh, it's just part of it.
Did you read the books?
No, I didn't. I didn't even know they were books
Yeah,
beforehand.
I didn't really know about that whole like universe really, but like I don't know. I just I think I just like I was a big like I grew up watching Arrested Development, so I was a big
That is a
Michael
good
Cera.
show.
Yeah, I was a big like Michael Cera fan.
Came in late to that one too.
Yeah, and
pole.
but but I just and then like I was just like searching his IMDb, and he said, "Oh, we're doing a movie that's kind of like a video game style," and I was like, "Oh, this would be cool." And then I was like, "Oh, there's books," so I made my parents buy
Hell yeah.
like the collection for my birthday.
That's what's up. Yeah, that's actually the smart way to go, because then at least like at least you're getting the full story.
Yeah.
Did you read them all and finish them?
I think there's let's see, I think there's 6, and I think I read 4 of them, and then I saw the movie, and then I read the last 2. But I think
did it follow it kind of similar to what the comic was?
The first one is basically the entire like first half of the movie.
Oh really?
And then they kind of like go off their own different ways.
Yeah.
They kind of like bring up little bits from each of the book, but
right.
And I think I don't know, I'm not one of those people that are like, oh, the book is better or anything. I'm just like, you know what, they're both different things, so like you can't really compare a book to a movie. I don't know. But that's what I've always found funny is people are like, well, it wasn't like the book at all. It's like, no, it wasn't what like you pictured in your head. Yeah, exactly.
Like the book gave you details, they didn't like give you pictures. So then like I actually talked to a girl. I actually knew a girl in high school who said that like she skips over descriptions of characters, of like physical descriptions, so that way she can picture them to look however she wants. And I'm like, that's a problem in and of itself. Like that already is defying the like, see, I told you.
Yeah.
That I was like that by itself defies the oh no, my mom opened it.
Okay. But
I almost gave my dog credit she didn't deserve. But yeah, that's just like setting yourself up to fail when you go to see the movie of it.
That is true, yeah. But I don't know. I just like I don't know. I just hate reading. I'm not a big fan of reading.
Yeah, I'm not anymore either.
I mean, like
I just read shit on my phone.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't know. There's some times where I guess
like my dog's diaper.
Yeah. Oh, there's a diaper. I thought he just had leg problem, but all right. But no, I just I don't know. I guess you know, like I'll donate plasma at the plasma center.
Yeah,
and that's when I'll like usually just read a book or something.
Oh, that's actually a good time to read a book.
Yeah, it's because you're just stuck there. So I don't know. I'd rather just I don't know. I just
and it's easier to do with one hand, because I was like, I found myself laying there like, all right, well, I'm gonna like listen to music, and then like I'll play games on my phone, and then I didn't realize how hard it would be to do all the things with the games that I play. Well, I guess I play 2 games, so it's like all of them, but like even with just those things, it's like only having like your one hand after a while gets tiring because you don't have the support of the other one, and you're like, I had never realized.
Yeah. Have you ever like dropped your phone while you were donating plasma?
No, luckily not.
Oh, I've done that, and like I didn't like yell out fuck, but it was like loud enough for the people around me to like kind of like stop their track of what they were doing.
It's not exactly the place you want to hear someone with needles in their veins going fuck.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, oh god damn it! Like, oh no, what's happening? But, and then like I had to wait.
Get out of here.
I had to wait another 5 minutes for one of those nurses to show up.
Really?
Yeah, because
they're
they're busy like putting needles in and out of arms. So like I'm just like, hey, can I just get my phone back? Can I just I need I need to watch the next episode of Parks and Rec, man.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Hell yeah. Dude, yeah. Okay, how good was Parks and Rec though too? Okay, well, yeah, we should. This isn't the place for them. All right. Anyway, go ahead.
I don't know. I guess but I read books sometimes. I do love the Born Standing Up by Steve Martin.
Oh yeah, that's right. I've been meaning to read that.
It's a great book, and I don't know. I like to read the audio while I'm reading the book. Listen to the audio while I'm reading the book. I don't know.
It's like you're having the book read to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I mean, either like with or without the book.
And like
having the book read to you.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like that would be kind of fun actually.
And like I don't know. I guess like sometimes I'll just like doze off while I'm reading the book, and then like but the audio will kind of like put me back in track, and then I don't know.
You just wake up to a fucking BioLife nurse slapping you in the
Yeah.
face. Wake up, you little bastard! You gotta squeeze this ball.
I remember I took a I don't know. I took a
Yeah,
trip
you
to so I dropped my parents off to they were going to go to Georgia to go hang out with my aunt and uncle because there was just something in Georgia and they bought the tickets and everything. It was like, come over to Georgia and
Come on down to Georgia.
Yeah.
You're looking for a soul steal.
and I was like, all right, I'll take you guys to the airport. And it was like, well, we got to wake up at 3 a.m. to go there. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I wish I could take you guys to the airport, but
Yeah.
got stuff going on.
But I did, and I had that day off, and I had the day after off. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna drive straight to Colorado.
Right over there.
Get some stuff there. Just kind of see what's up there. Maybe I don't know.
Allegedly,
Just check. Just I didn't get anything. I just wanted to just show up and be like, oh, so this is Colorado. All right, take care.
Decided to do some sightseeing. Went to Colorado and just to sightsee.
No. Yeah, Kenny doesn't. Yeah, Kenny and Cartman, they don't live there. I realize that. They're just fictional characters.
But I had to go to find out.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I didn't see it with my own eyes.
I
would have
probably
lived in a false reality.
Yeah, I probably should have Googled that before. But oh well. But the entire time there, I was just listening to audiobooks and maybe because I don't know. I feel like after driving for a long time, music kind of gets annoying, so
it does.
I'll just do audio or podcast or something like that.
Well, yeah, that's a big handy thing about podcasts too. Because I was I remember when the Comedy Bang Bang 10-hour podcast came out. I had to do a lot of driving at the time, so I was like, we're gonna knock this shit out. We're gonna do it, and it's definitely worth it. It flows so well. It definitely when you're into it, you can definitely knock out a couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely a lot of fun, and that's actually the big benefit of a podcast is when it's definitely one you really love. It can often be 2.5 hours. So if you have a 3-hour drive, you're like, I can listen to a song here and there to mix it up, and then fill the whole time with whatever it might be.
Yeah. The book that I was reading there to Colorado was Pimp by Iceberg Slim. So
dude, that book. I started hearing about that a while ago, and I'm like, I hear about it so much, it's really making me want to read it. It's normally not my forte, but
it's really good, and I don't know, it's really good. I bought the book, and then I would listen to the audio while doing it, and.
Who do they have doing the audio recording?
Just some black guy. I don't know.
Is it does he try to do like a hard?
Well, I mean, I don't think it's
fucking Iceberg Slim motherfucker. Or was
I don't think it's hard for him. I don't think it's hard for him to do it because that's just how he is. But no, he just has a really good deep voice, he's a really good narrator. I forgot. It's just some old dude. He's probably dead now because the book was in the 70s. So, right. But it was good. But it was it was a bad mindset to have for 11 hours straight. Just oh man, these bitches everywhere. Just